Andy, thank you for indirectly helping sharpen my skills. I've learned that passion can sometimes be mistaken for ego or aggression. As someone who's naturally intense, what are some ways I can channel that intensity into a high-value skill set?
I mean, dude, the good thing about passion is that it creates obsessiveness, all right? And to get good at something, to get great at something, it requires obsessiveness that is niched down into that skill set. And being an entrepreneur, you have to have many different skill sets, and that intensity, that urgency, that obsessiveness allows you to learn those skill sets at a much more rapid pace than someone who's a passive type person or who's like a, shit'll work out the way it works out and I'll learn what I need to learn. No, that person
smell some roses.
Yeah, that person's going to get killed by the obsessive person.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are some tactical ways to do that? Bro, just pour your will to win and your urgency into actually learning new skill sets as much as you can. Like, be a sponge, bro. I will say this with a caveat. You got to be careful what information you're sponging up, because just like the question we just answered, there's so much misinformation that you could sponge the wrong shit up and it can have you in a really bad spot.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to lack the awareness to understand how to vet someone as real or as just a good marketer. There's two different things, dude.
Yeah.
So let me explain something to you. All these people that are online and they market that they know all of these things about business. If they really knew those things about business, instead of actually just selling coaching or selling programs for, a couple $100,000 or whatever a month, or maybe, $1 million a month. Okay. Maybe. Don't you think that they would use those skill sets to build something that had billions of dollars of equitable value on the backside? Don't you think they would do that? If they could do that, wouldn't they do that?
They wouldn't be needing your money.
That's right. That's right.
That's real.
Okay.
That's
so
real.
like if they're out there saying they know what to do, it's like, how many of these people are out here like trying to coach people on their social media personal brand that don't have a fucking personal brand?
Got 300 followers.
Yeah, and their views on their fucking stories get a couple thousand views,
Mm-hmm.
10, 15,000 views, whatever, dude. You don't have a personal brand either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, there's all talking heads, bro. There's millions of talking heads, and there's very few reals. All right? Real entrepreneurs that know the motherfucking game, you know what they do? They build fucking companies.
Playing the game.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, dude, because I know you have a talk or a point that you make about, turning, like negativity.
Now to that point,
Yeah.
there are people that coach that take their coaching business,
Yeah.
and then they use that money to build real companies. Okay, but they're doing it backwards. They didn't learn the shit.
Yes, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I'll just let this. I'll apply this now.
Now, look. There's all kinds of funnels, and there are all kinds of systems, and I'm not shitting on coaching, dude, at all, because if you do have a skill set, we live in an era where you can sell coaching about something that you actually know.
Mm-hmm.
But most people don't do it the right way. Like let's say I knew how to play the guitar really fucking well. Okay. And I said, okay, I'm going to fucking sell guitar lessons digitally somehow, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to teach you how to play the guitar. And I come up with this unique way to coach people to play the guitar. I'm going to take that money and I'm going to fucking reinvest that cash into something that has enterprise value on the backside,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take that money that I'm cash flowing here, and I'm not going to go buy a fucking Huracan, and I'm not going to go, spend all my money on trying to go on fake vacations to Mykonos and shit, right? I'm going to take that money and I'm going to come up with my own guitar string company.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to market that with the cash that's coming here. And then one day I'm going to sell my guitar string company to Gibson for fucking $500 million. Okay. That is the proper way to think about what's happening right now. And there's, we've seen this, dude. How many people have we seen come around and they're coaching this, and then they're doing that, and then they're doing this, and then they start these businesses, and then the businesses never go. Like I could think of 10 people off the top of my head that run coaching programs that keep saying, well, we started this business, we started that business, and those businesses never go anywhere. Do you know why? Because they don't know how to run a fucking business.
Well, you notice too that they never say, I'm going to teach you how to run a business like me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to teach you how to run a, yeah, it's whatever.
Well, dude, and it plays into people's egos, right? Like people want things fast. They want things easy. And you know, that is one of the pillars of marketing.
Yeah.
Right.
So if somebody's saying they got the secret sauce.
That's right. It's just not true.
Yeah.
It's just not true, dude.
Yeah.
I've yet to meet someone who knows how to really build a company that's worth something on the backside that decides not to so that they can do content on the internet.
Yeah. I want to ask you this on this question because I know you talk about this in reference to like taking negative energy and turning that into productive action, applying that to bettering yourself. So are you saying that you could do the exact same thing with this, you know, obsessed, passionate mentality also, right? It's kind of the same system there, right?
Well, I mean, dude, when you're fucking passionate, obsessed, I mean, it's just the way you are. Like, it doesn't come on in waves.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking intense about everything I do. Like, everything. I drive fast, I ride fast, I talk fast, I fucking do shit fast, I train hard. Everything I fucking do. I talk fucking direct. Everything I do is that. So, learn that way. You know what I mean? Like, when I was, you know,
just learn the right shit.
Dude, I was reading, I was obsessed with reading books before, you know, the online influencer thing, which I think this is the biggest mistake that people make. I think that they should take their effort that they do consuming other people's content on the internet and go read fucking books from people that actually did shit. Okay? I was obsessed with that. I would read book after book after book after book relentlessly because I wanted to know more and more and more and more and more because I knew it was going to help me win. So like, it wasn't like the negative energy where like, you know, someone does or says something and then I'm kind of like fucking pissed off in the moment. It's just how you do shit.
Yeah.
You know, like you're either urgent or you're not. You're either intense or you're not. You're either passionate or you're not. And when you're a passionate person and you're intense and you're urgent, when things aren't moving fast, you actually feel really fucked up. Like it's a hard thing. Like my hardest days are the weekends. That's it. Like most people live for the weekends.
Yeah. My
hardest days of the week, the days I look forward to the least are Saturday and Sunday because it's slow and it's hard for me to deal with slow. Like I feel like I got to solve some problems. I got to fucking go. And people will hear that and they'll say, well, you're fucked up because, yeah, you know what, dude? You kind of got to be fucked up to choose the path that I've chosen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a different path.
I have a little bit of that in you.
You don't get to the level I'm at being a normal fucking human being. Okay? There's going to be trade-offs. Being a great entrepreneur, being an effective entrepreneur, you're going to have trades. There's no balance, dude. It's obsessiveness. And you know, it's a different kind of life.
Yeah.
It's just a different kind of life. And this is why I tell people it's not for everyone, man. You know, everyone thinks that they want to own a business or that they want to be an entrepreneur. And a lot of people get into it because it's so popular and they're like, God, dude, this is fucking terrible. And I get that because it is terrible. Okay. You kind of got to be a little sick, right? You kind of be like a guy who like enjoys the fucking fight, you know? And that's not everybody. And that's okay. That's okay. It's okay to be a great entrepreneur. It's okay. And in fact, I think there's a massive benefit for a lot of people to just be a great contributor to the team because they don't have to take the dude, you have an average dude. And I don't say this to like brag. And I'm not saying this as even a good thing. And it'll probably kill me one day. That's the truth. But if I took an average person, you know, everybody looks at people like me and they're like, oh, I bet he doesn't do shit and he gets to fuck off all day. Dude, if I took an average person and I put him in my chair for 3 days, they'd be in a fucking psych ward. With the amount of problems and the amount of stress and the amount of shit coming their way, it would break them in 3 fucking days. Real shit. It's just not for everybody, dude. It's just not. And that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, Your life should be something that you enjoy as much as you work hard to have the life that you want. You should also enjoy that life. What people don't understand about, like true builder, warrior, fucking killer entrepreneurs is that is what they enjoy.
You enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
And so it's like all that shit that you perceive as like, oh my God, this is so fucking hard. I perceive it as hard too, but I also perceive it as this is what I'm built for.
Now, was there a flip in that though? Or was it always like, did you always enjoy that? Or did you learn to enjoy
actually,
it? You know what I'm saying?
Actually, for a long time, I was unaware that I actually liked it.
Huh.
So like I would listen to what other people say and they'd be like, oh, this is so fucking hard. It's fucking killing me. And I'm like, fuck me too. This is fucking killing me. And then I had a friend of mine point it out to me. And he was like, hey dude, warriors need a fucking war. Certain people are built for that. Mm-hmm. Certain people are those kind of people and the world needs those kind of people. And you're one of those people. That's why you don't do good well with like being on the lake drinking a beer. That's not your fucking thing, dude. That's okay. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
So
you gotta have the
once I was aware of it,
yeah,
that allowed me to stop feeling bad about it. And that was like a big relief for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So now I don't think anymore like, oh man, I'm just fucked up. Now I think I'm just different. Just a different kind of dude. And that's okay. Most people aren't going to understand that, dude. I don't expect them to anymore. I don't expect it. Like, I don't expect other people to understand how I tick or what makes me the way I am or anything like that. But I will tell you that every single entrepreneur that's like famous, that's built something big, that is like household name big, they're all built like that. Fucking all of them.
No matter what they appear on the outside.
They might be the sweetest guy.
That's right.
They might be the nicest guy. They might have their PR down to a fucking science. And they come across, bro, that motherfucker will eat your fucking dinner off of your plate. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah. And like, it's just, I used to think that I was fucked up because I was like that, and nobody I knew was like that, because I was at a level where like I wasn't connected to these guys who had done these bigger things. And the first thing that really allowed me to realize that there were more people like me was reading Tim Grover's book Relentless. And then I was like, oh, okay, well maybe I'm not totally messed up, right?
Yeah.
But then as I've gotten more successful and I'm involved in more things, and I've connected with other entrepreneurs who are older than me and further down the path, I've come to understand that they're all that way. All of them. They're all that way.
Yeah. Yeah. I love
They
it.
fucking love it. They love it. They like, I don't even, I can't, you know how like a little kid loves the ice cream truck?
Yeah.
That's how those entrepreneurs like problems.
Mm.
They're like, oh, that's a fucking problem. We could do this. We could do that. And it gets their creativity spinning. And that's what they love.